of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get out past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done to get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throw near secured by his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Turpin now from his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Man, I hate you niggas that do all that long ass dives and shit.
Anger is on the punt, and he gives this one away.
Hope Madden fix that shit. Niggas die for 10 yards out.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just a one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injury. injuries or the schedule or whatever.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd down, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Prescott on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Prescott. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a bit shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Pass complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they lose back the score.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. That run successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you got guys that can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And now an audible here into something else. Here's Penix on first and 10. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that guy to the punch, though.
Penix going to look to throw on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll go play action here with Penix. This pass is caught by London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Offense here set to begin the drive. Strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, I look up and they're still down double digits, and you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Right back to him on first down. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is a pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, start to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 1.
You know what's crazy? He literally said
4 yards the pickup.
He said he's doing well today.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. You get the offensive line and said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That's the side. Check out the side right there. You like that guy? You like that guy?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it's 2nd and 10. Taken in by Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing on 2nd down, Penix. An impressive catch by Robinson. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Throwing on first down is Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 9. And looking to throw, Penix. Over the middle, caught by London. And he take it down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And good space to operate there as he takes us down inside the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A play fake. Now Penix. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Throw left side, there's London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. This one across the 30-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. But that one is going to stay. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll throw with Penix. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd and 10, Penix once more. This is caught by Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at 1st and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robbie Chosen from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. 99 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. When you're getting ready to play against them, in the scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing, Prescott. And looking for a layup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
Well, so it feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
To about the 33-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Now Penix. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
But the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
And now they'll shift things around. Penix on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Prescott now from the 50. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Prescott now on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just doesn't contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Akou just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talking about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Taken in by Ferguson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he says he wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He finds Pickens over the middle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tries barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. This is 2nd and 8. And again, it's Prescott. And the throw here, that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. offense out there for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that we might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To the air, Penance. To the left side and taken in by Joseph. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good game there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up taking a nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right?
Get your ass give trying to run the scope, nigga.
Giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
No, I was just trying to get Drake London his breakout. I needed 4 touchdowns. Don't get it twisted. Our game was already over with. I stopped trying.
Shut up. They talking shit.
You said something. I ain't said that all game. I ain't said it in all game.
I am. That's why I'm salty, nigga. Shit. You gotta be over here and get my ass whooped, nigga. Shit.
Here's Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. Now he's free up the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 34.
That's all good.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As they stop with 14 seconds to go in the game.
You know how us niggas do when we losing here. Shit. I'll take my ass whoopings.
You better take the proper angles, otherwise, that's the end result. You give up a big chunk of yardage to the offense.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right.
Get down, nigga.
Slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely leading to a 2 set of downs.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play.
Good game, fam.
On the board when this drive is over.
One last shot now for Prescott.
Yeah.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though, in the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe if you just capitalize on the flurry at the end, right? You score the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. And it just doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2 points.
Some sort of a building block.
That's something.
So for the Falcons, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 81 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
Ugh.